Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Right off the bat, Finn and Steffi was not needed in this episode at all. They literally served no purpose, and they were just there to, run down the clock. Point blank, period. Uh, Liam's still acting like a beta. Liam is still acting like a beta, okay? And I wanna emphasize the fact that it was one night. Liam could have put aside his hate and everything for Thomas the next day. Okay? He actually got on the phone and he was like, with hope, well, it was better that I didn't go anyway. It's better that I didn't go for your night anyway. Would have been like, are you kidding me? Is this idiot really think they're trying to justify his selfish, immature reasons for not putting away his stuff for one night to support the quote unquote love of his life, mother of one of his children? You couldn't even be bothered to do that. That was too much of a stretch. They do have a child together, right? I could be wrong, but he couldn't even be bothered to do that. Okay, he is sitting there whining. Well, first of all, he's whining to Bill, and Bill, of course, is just no help whatsoever. He is literally doing the exact opposite. There's a point in this episode where Brooke gets there, and at first Brooke was like, "Why do you not go to my daughter's, um, you know, why do you not go to her fashion show? It was one night." And of course, Liam was like, "Oh, because Thomas hands were over her." Okay, and I get that. You could have just dealt with him next day. And Bill's like, "Oh well, if it was me, I would sit there and knock his head off." Remind me how you two idiots actually got wound up in jail again. I don't really remember, but my point is, and maybe I could be wrong about that, but my point is, you are not being helpful. You are telling him practically to go over there and cause violence, and even Liam was like, "Well, what do I do?" Because the more I push, the more she digs her heels in. Like, what am I supposed to do at this point? Because Brooke is like, "We gotta stop this." No, I'm waiting, Brooke. I got my pen. I got my pad. Tell me how we gonna stop this. I want to hear. How we gonna do that? I'm not. Here's the thing, and I want to be very, 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 very clear. I am not Team Thomas over Team Liam or anything like that. I understand that Thomas is using this situation with work, Douglas, to his advantage. He is manipulating her. Okay, he's being obsessive and everything like that. I don't discount that. I don't discount the threat to their marriage and everything else. I don't discount that. Okay? People are just saying, somebody was saying in a live stream yesterday, I can't believe, Hope is being so mean to Liam. Really? Because it wasn't Liam that actually had a fashion show. His one critical moment. No, that was Hope. So what universe is Hope actually being mean and treating Liam with disrespect? Okay? Because let's just keep in mind, they work together. That's part of Hope's team. I swear. Oh, and the Forcers are having a celebration, giving each other compliments, passing the bags, the usual. What they do. Donna was there, Eric was there, Zende was there. Douglas is there, Thomas is there, Ridge was there, Hope was there. Ridge said something nice to Hope as far as being there for his son and not giving up on him when everyone else did. And I feel like when he says things like that, it's like it's like Taylor just plays down the stuff that he did like it wasn't important. Like he didn't lie to these two people and affected their lives for a very long time when it came towards their daughter. I wouldn't sit there and say, "Oh, people gave up on him." People don't want no parts of him because he acted like a sociopath. I don't. I know people want to sit there and see the best in their children, but sometimes you got to sit there and be. You got to be real. You got to be honest and just look at the situation for what it is. This dude was nuts. Okay. After they leave, Liam calls Hope, and Hope don't even want to have this conversation with him. She was like, "Yo, listen, I'm celebrating." Hope, I just want you to know that the celebration seemed like it's kind of over. Like everyone else left. The celebration seemed like it ended a hot minute ago. But again, Liam wants to talk. He's like, "Oh, maybe we could sit there and celebrate when we get home." Or I imagine it must be like, I don't know, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Don't you have like work next morning? She was like, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna talk Douglas in. I'll be home when I be home." Um, and of course, Liam was like, "Oh, I told you I was right." Yeah, because that's what she wants to hear. She wants to hear you say something along the lines of "I was right" or whatever snarky comment that you said after you decided to selfishly not show up for one of her most important events all year. You actually had the audacity to say something. Sat there, was like, "Man, I'm so surprised that Hope did not just hang up the phone on this man." You know, Liam, you're doing Thomas's job. Okay, the way you're acting, your attitude, and everything like that, you are going to push this woman right into Thomas' arms. So keep it up, champ. Um, Bill's still sitting there going after Hope. "Oh, well, Ridge is this and Ridge is that, and Ridge will leave, and you should be somebody who loves you and cherishes you. And we were amazing back in the day." And Brooke is still singing the same old tune. "Oh, I love Ridge. I don't know why he left me, but I love Ridge," and blah 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 blah. And like I said, Steffi and Steffi and Finn served no purpose in this episode. They were with their daughter. They were talking about the fashion show. Blah 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 blah. Douglas is really, he's a kid, so he wants to see his parents together, talk about the rock stars, and it was amazing. And, he's not normally about the dresses and stuff, but, seeing her on stage, it was just really epic, and it was a good time. He had fun, he had a good time. So, on top of Liam acting like the beta that he is, making Thomas' job so much easier. Oh, and I said Donna was there too. She didn't really do too much. She gave Thomas his props, and that was about it. I feel like that's pretty much about it. I would have been a little bit longer if Finn and Steffi did anything other than stay in bed and um with her daughter and then start making out, but they didn't really add anything to anything because I don't know. I know there are fans that actually like those two. It amazes me every time I sit there and I don't hear, but like when I go to Instagram and go on their page and stuff, and people are like, "Oh man, I love them together," and just like, why? It was like the question that I asked before when I was on my live stream, and people were saying, "Well, I like the old summer better than the new summer." I was like, "What's the difference? They're still not doing anything." People act like the old summer was going to somehow make their pointless, boring scenes any better than a new summer. I love when I ask people that question. I was like, "Why? What's the difference? They're not doing anything." And people don't say anything to me. This is on Instagram, of course. They don't say anything because it's like they know that I'm right. Okay, they have some pointless scenes. sitting there thinking, why did I actually start talking about Summer and Kyle? Oh, yeah, because of pointless characters. Anyway, with that being said, I think that's going to do it. So thank you for watching. Be safe. If everything goes well, me, DC Soap Sanctuary, and Brock TV are going to be doing a live stream on Sunday. I'm gonna try to push for 7, but gotta sit there and get the word from the other two to make sure everything's a go, and also to make sure that everything is a go in general. But stay tuned, as they say. Always post on my community tab an hour before I go live, so people know. But just to kind of give people somewhat of a heads up. It's been a lot of fun. I know that we're gonna do our best to try to keep up with the chat. Because I know some people, they just talk, 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 and they don't really, acknowledge, the people in the chat. But we're going to do our best. So, that being said, I'm going to go. Have a great, safe weekend, and I will see everyone in the next video.